She's like, no SEL, you won't promote. I was told point blank. And there's no SEL jobs in Norfolk.
So, you know what's funny about that is, God, I relate with it a lot because unfortunately in our Navy, especially in the senior enlisted community, talent management is freaking not good.
Not at all.
Right. And it's just not, right? And I'm sorry you went through that. And as I think back and I listen to you, right? I remember, whatever that SEL thing was going to be for you at 7th Fleet staff, I went from October thinking I'm going to be on Ashland for the next year and a half to them moving me and my family up there in 2 months and me thinking it's a big career move to figuring out really quickly that this was a collateral duty senior enlisted leader job, right? And I had just went from running my own ship, right? My own ship, but how it was sold to me by some people, right? It was not what I was going into. And then, of course, I also saw, and I don't know if you ever saw this, but I saw toxic levels of our Navy that people were just not following the rules that the regular Navy had to follow. And that really bothered me, right? Because I had just left the fleet where we were really holding the law down, and these people are not, right? And that was a problem for me. And I'm not going to get into all that. But then, so I could see Dave Best not knowing I was going to get activated and Kaz was pushed over to ATG West, or not, Surface Group Westpac, right? Because when I got there, Best was the senior enlisted leader. He took over from SWIP, right? And I could see how all of that possibly threw them for a wrench because they were also everyone's trying to figure out who's going to do it. And I could see also Master Chiefs not wanting to be the senior enlisted leader because you're just Toby's little freaking guy, right? Anyway, and then I could see you going to 2nd Fleet and it being a new organization, and I could see your community possibly not paying that position the level of respect. Or even at the AGCS billet on the 7th Fleet staff, do you think they respected those billets enough?
No.
Like the AGCS, exactly, right? That's my other problem, right?
So
that's my problem.
Yeah.
Because in their mind, you got to be a senior enlisted leader of an AG building, of an AG community. So even if you would have been the senior enlisted leader of those staffs, I don't think it would have mattered to those AGCMs that sat the board. And I will tell you, when I sat the board, we're on those panels, we always would look to the guy in the rate at the end of the whole thing and be like, all right, bro, you're the guy. Like, we could sit here and bicker back and forth, boom, boom, boom. I used to always say, like, one of the guys said on my board is, I'm not making 3 MCSs. I'm making DCCSs. I'm making EMCSs. So if you as a chief that went into that collateral duty program, that special program, thinking that was going to make you a senior chief, you better have a whole bunch of other things, which is why I think those programs need to be their own rate. Like if you're going to be a 3MC, that needs to be a rating converted into my, because you're out of your rate. I think that those AG Master Chiefs, unfortunately, Mike, just hearing the story, I don't think it would have mattered even if you were the freaking senior enlisted leader, bro. I don't think them guys, they wanted, for whatever reason, you weren't doing what they thought you should be doing as an AGCS.
Which is, looking back now, I appreciate not making it because my life it's just been significantly better when I stepped away. I've never once, and that's something, for me and Zoe, right? I know Zoe almost went to the CMC program. And me and him talked. Did he tell you about my conversation with him?
No, I want to hear it, but hold on. So I want to hear it. Zoe got picked up. And I never forget, he contacted me and